Salute everyone. Salute, 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 salute. Welcome to the First and 10 College Football Saturday post game show. I'm your host, Armando Black, along with my other co hosts, You New and the Snipers. You see the sniper right there, having him a little celebration sip there. Salute, what a day of college football. All three marquee matchups Miami, Louisville. It went down to the wire. It was a thriller in Louisville. Neyland Stadium was rocking. Those goalposts are in the Tennessee River again. And my Georgia Bulldogs went
Wait,
to
wait, 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 wait. Hell
Austin,
no. Hell
Texas,
no. Hell
and
no.
shut
Our.
them
No.
down.
Our.
Our, our, our Georgia Bulldogs went to Austin, Texas, and shut them down. Shut them down, shut them down, shut them down, shut them
LSU,
down.
LSU whoop some butt tonight.
Salute
Whoop whoop.
everybody. Salute everybody that's watching. Salute Common Sense TV, Bacardi Obama. Salute, salute, salute. I just want to say one thing. First things first, I owe somebody an apology here this evening. I owe somebody an apology here this evening. Dylan Everett,
Mm-hmm.
I apologize to you, bro. I have nothing else bad to say about you tonight, bro, because you were the MVP. I have to say, give it a three-way tie. You, Jalen Walker, Mikal Williams, y'all were the three-way MVP. Dylan Everett, you locked down Isaiah Bond. You got your get back. You locked Isaiah Bond down. Nobody has been able to do that this year. You did it. You locked him down. Sniper, I'm gonna let you have the floor.
Ah,
I'm gonna let you have
sir.
salute
Sir.
2-5 girl, bronze salute. I'm gonna let you have the floor on this one, man. I'm gonna let you lead it off because you pretty much called it. You was a little bit more confident this morning than I was. So it's only fitting that you take the lead on this tonight.
Listen, y'all. Hey, first of all, I want to say it was a great win. Um, this was what we've been calling for the signature win. And I'm not going to put it all on one person because later on this week I do have some critiques that I want to do about our team. Um, but it was a great team win.
Mm-hmm.
Defense handled business.
Yeah, they did.
Offense was steady. Yes, we had 3 interceptions, but I put one on Beck and two on the receivers. Um, but great team win. Told you those dogs was hungry. I told you that their backs against the wall because people were counting them out. They were already saying the dynasty is over. The dynasty is over. Y'all keep on giving these dogs bulletin material, and they're gonna end up biting you in the ass, and that's exactly what they did.
They're gonna take a nice chunk. Chunk. Yep. They did great tonight. Hey
And on
together.
that, and salute, salute. I don't see together. Together here?
She's all the way at the top.
Yes,
Yep, she's all the way at the top.
Okay.
yeah, she was the first one to respond.
Hey Tutu girl. Hey Common Sense. Hey Bacardi.
225 girl, I seen you earlier
Oh,
on the dog walk live over there at Dog Nation. Dog Nation Daily. Salute to you. Salute, salute. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
Brandon Adam fan too.
hello,
Man,
hello.
um, Georgia needed that one. Two best case scenarios happened for Kirby in Georgia today. Number one, Bama taking a second L. Number two, beating Texas. Now it's Georgia pretty much has a clear path to Atlanta because Texas A&M and LSU, they're the only two undefeated SEC teams. The only SEC teams without a loss right now in the conference. Yeah, they have losses, but they have not lost in the conference. One of them is going
Mm-hmm.
to one of them is going to lose next week because they play each other.
It won't be LSU. I tell you that right now.
One of them got to lose. So the
Hey,
winner, if the winner, so let's just say hindsight, if LSU takes care of business, all right. So and then LSU takes care of business against Bama. The rest of their schedule is pretty much a cakewalk because I think they can handle Florida. I think they could. I definitely think they can handle Oklahoma. So you may have an LSU. Long as Georgia take care of business the rest of the way, you can have an LSU Georgia in
ooh,
Atlanta.
mm,
That sounds pretty. But then you can't count out Texas A&M because they play a strong game.
yeah, they
Their
get good.
style of play is a little bit different. They're playing hard. That's going to be another good game next week. Um,
They looked a little shaky against Mississippi State today, bro. They look very shaky against Mississippi. What happened with us in Mississippi State, man? We had a big lead, and remember we started putting backups in the game kind of early.
hmm
They started coming back, so we took the backups out, put the starters back in. Starters were cold. They was on the sideline celebrating, so they come back in the game thinking the game over with, and start giving up plays or whatever. But Mississippi State hung with the Aggies the entire game.
hmm
D-Truth's downstairs.
So they look. I don't know, man. You tell me if you got a chance to take a look at that Mississippi State Texas A&M game, man. They look kind of shaky, bro. The run
It,
defense.
they yeah. I will give you that. The run defense was kind of shaky, but remember, hey, listen, they pulled off a win. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But I think they'll play LSU a little bit harder than they did. Look, it looked like how they played down to their competition.
You think so?
I think they played down to their competition. Um, because Missouri is way better. Oh, excuse me. Missouri is
Don't you
way
start
better than
yawning up here.
Mississippi State.
Drink you some Mountain Dew, bro.
Yeah, don't be
Don't fall
yawning up
asleep
here.
live now.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna hang in here as long as I can, bro. Hey,
I'm
remember I've
I'm
been
I'm too wired.
next door.
After that game, bro, I'm
I
too
know.
wired to even be sleepy. I'm wired
Mm,
because I still got some adrenaline in me. 'Cause that game was, you know what I was thinking about. I was thinking about that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They came back in that third quarter, man. I like, oh man, no, not again.
But this game answered questions for us a lot. It
Yeah.
answered a lot of questions, a lot of things the points that you brought up. Our
Mm-hmm.
secondary. What would they do?
Mm-hmm.
What can they hang with these boys? Texas do have a lot of doggone receivers that are really fast,
Oh yes.
but but to go against that, our linebackers and defensive line did not give Ewers any time at all the whole game to throw that ball. Run defense was there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, our offense, still kind of shaky. But hey, ETN, hey, my man stepped up and he carried the load for us. Now, one thing that I am going to be critical on our game is that we got to catch the damn ball.
That can straighten itself out. That will manifest itself. Okay, because I'm noticing improvement with all the receivers, especially Arian Smith. Arian Smith, that clutch play he made tonight, that was clutch. That was
Yes,
clutch.
sir.
Delp, I'm noticing improvement with Delp. I'm noticing improvement with Bell, even though he had the jitters early in the game, but he came back, made up for it. Humphreys, I think Humphreys, man, just got the he got the Buckeyes. He was he just I think if he would have caught that ball, bro, he would have scored a touchdown. And the final score would have
Yeah,
been 37-15. No one was gonna catch him on that slant. No one.
yeah.
He would have outran that entire secondary. And that's another thing about Texas, man. That secondary shaky. They better, I don't know if it was maybe it was more of us that they just couldn't hang with our receivers, or Texas secondary, man, is a little shaky, bro. It is on the shaky side because we had receivers running around. I don't know if you noticed it, man. Every time I seen the replay, bro, we had receivers running around open night, all
Mm-hmm.
night.
He and now the one thing that their defensive line did punch through a couple times and got back off his rhythm.
Hmm.
Um, but again, there was a lot of drop balls. I was like, man, come on, bro. But
Oh
hey,
yeah.
but to go against that, ETN on the offensive side, he would get my game ball if I was giving out on the offensive side. ETN would definitely get it. He held it down. Um, not only did he have not only did he run, but he had 3 catches out the backfield for first down.
I tell you this much, man. When that team, when they play, hold on for a quick second.
D Truth, what's going on, bro?
Hey, Detroit. He's
Just
muted.
as
Oh,
just
there he
in his chin. You were trying not to fall asleep. Got a good for the morning. But I'm telling you this, all these games that we played today, you found out about a whole bunch of teams. You know what I'm saying?
is.
Win or lose, you
Mm-hmm.
found out about a whole bunch of teams. And and you found out about the referees too. If you want to look
Oh
at it.
yeah.
You found out about the referees.
They got
Real
some
quick.
they got some crooked referees out there. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
bro. I've never seen anything like that, bro. They were trying their best to take that game away. They were trying.
Mm-hmm.
I've
But,
never seen.
hey,
Yes.
but I'm telling you, to be honest though, to be honest, that should have been that call should have been. I know people talking about that should have been called in the first place.
Yeah,
That, that
I give you that. I understand what you're saying. Yes, it was the correct call, but when you throw a penalty, just like that NFC Championship game, okay, when they threw the penalty, I mean when they didn't throw the penalty, all right, they didn't go back and
check.
after the fans throwing batteries and water bottles and beer cans and stuff like that, they didn't go back and then throw a flag or whatever. It was like they were waiting for the crowd reaction, and then they were reacting to the crowd. I've never seen referees, a crew of referees, react to the crowd. They were trying their best to take this game away from Georgia.
Yeah, they were.
Those
Yes,
But
two
I'm
two girl. Yes, two
gonna
two
tell you why.
five girl. Yes.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you why I said that because I know one play on the Auburn game, which was a critical play. They
Hmm.
called pass interference on the freshman when Missouri player momentum will carry them out about anyway. They come back down the other way. They defensive back never did turn around and look for the ball. I was saying, and it's like the referees are trying to get get noticed. You know what I'm saying? Basically, and that's right there. Got referee got to start calling down. Got to start calling down the middle. No matter who they for or whoever what
Right.
college they went to. You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
So
I agree.
I want to know what some of the referee what college they went to.
I don't know, but I agree because that targeting call, definitely the second one was not targeting.
Mm-mm.
They
Mm-mm,
lying.
Mm-mm.
Well, I don't.
It's
That, that
corrupted.
that second one wasn't targeting. That
No,
that
it
second
wasn't.
that, that second one definitely wasn't targeting. That
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
that first one now think it was Dan Jackson. Hell yeah, that was targeting. that
Yeah.
that
yeah.
was targeting.
He went
But
right for him.
yeah, and the
But
thing, yeah, with the crown, and the thing is, Dan and I was saying I've been saying it all season. Dan Jackson need to lighten up with that leading with his head. You know,
Yeah.
it's gonna come a time they'll let it slide when you playing against cupcakes like Tennessee State because he made a couple of plays when he was using the crown and it didn't get called in the Tennessee State game. He
Mm.
made a couple of plays against Kentucky, but I knew in a big game like tonight, but you yawning, bro, you might want to go to the Abbey, man. You know,
man, I'm
people be
about man,
screenshotting. You know, people be screenshotting, making drops
Right.
man.
of things like that,
But,
bro.
Hey,
but
listen, I'm gonna
I'm
tell
saying
you
this right
like
here.
this right here, bro. I'm gonna
I'm
tell
saying,
you
bro, if
like this.
I'm saying, man,
The
you know how these people are, man. They be screenshot making drops, bro, and
We
memes and
don't see
stuff.
it. We don't see
hey,
it anyway,
make
though.
it drop. Hey, make me YouTube famous. I don't care. Hey,
But
I'm gonna tell you like this. The first one, I like I said, I agree with you. It was targeting, but it
Hmm.
was on the shoulder. He didn't hit. The one thing I don't get is how does a offensive player can lower their head, but a defensive player can't lower their head. Now, if you're blatantly trying to hit somebody with the crown of your head, with Dan Jackson, he hit the dude in the shoulder. Okay, it was shoulder to shoulder. Dan, whoever I think it was Mon, he hit Dan Jackson's shoulder, and Dan Jackson hit his shoulder with the helmet. Do we want to call that a targeting? Hold on, D Truth. Hold
Sniper.
on, D Truth. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Uh, I mean, hey, it is what it is. It got called holding. It got called targeting. Now the second one, he hit him dead in the chest. But the offensive player put his helmet down too. It was who can get lower. Don't get mad at my don't get mad because your dude got the snot buggles knocked out of him.
But I'm gonna
So
say
I
this right
think the
here.
first one. Yeah. Okay. Go. Yeah.
I'm gonna say this right here. If you would
Mm-hmm.
have seen it from the beginning, Sniper, he hit him in the head, proud to crown before he hit the shoulders. So
D Truth. I watched the whole
that call
game.
was that call was right. But the second one they called, I don't understand that one. I didn't understand that targeting call. You call a targeting call because a man hit another guy in the chest with the crown of his own helmet, not to the other player's helmet, but in the chest. I don't understand. That's the one I didn't understand. That second one I didn't understand. I thought the crown of the helmet was
Mm.
him to him, a neck above. That's what I thought they were talking. That's what I was thinking they were talking about, which that was below the neck. But that was below the neck.
Now that pass interference call where they picked the flag up after that delay, where they were throwing the water bottles on the field. Number one, because it was the Texas students doing it, and they had to delay the game. They should have been hit with some kind of penalty.
Yeah, they should have.
They
I
should
seen
have
them
been.
doing it.
I think second going to hit him with some penalty. I think second going to hit him with some penalty. I guarantee you that.
Man, look, Sankey is just as crooked as them damn referees. All right, them don't get
Yeah.
me started on Greg Sankey. He is crooked. You think it's a coincidence that we're the only school that had to play? Think about it now. You think it's a coincidence that we were scheduled to play all the elite SEC schools on the road? Bama, Texas, Ole Miss, teams that they just knew that were favored to be in the playoffs this year. Think about it now. But
Mm,
see, what they didn't think,
mm.
what they didn't think about was that Ole Miss was gonna kind of drop off from last year.
Yep.
Bama was gonna. They didn't see Saban retiring. See, this schedule was made out in November last year before Saban retired. See,
But
Greg Sankey, crooked as a rattlesnake, and I don't care who
hey,
gets angry or mad. Like I said, I fund my own platform. I'm not no puppet for no school, and so I'm not gonna come on here and be PC. I'm gonna come on here and speak from my heart and what
Mhm.
I believe. And I believe that when they made that schedule out of November last year, it was intentionally to trip Kirby and the Georgia Bulldogs up from getting into the playoffs, but it didn't work.
Can you say allegedly just in case?
Allegedly.
but I'm tell you one thing though.
Allegedly
The
my ass. I
darling,
said
they darling Texans and Oklahoma that were coming here. They darling team. They thought they're gonna come dominate. Oklahoma just got blew out. Oklahoma just got they tail blew out at home,
look,
not on the road, not in South Carolina, but at home.
you
Well, I've been. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
it wasn't no coincidence that South Carolina did the same thing to Oklahoma that Texas did. But see, that hype machine over there on ESPN hyping Texas up like they damn beat the freaking Kansas City Chiefs last Saturday. They act like Oklahoma was
Hmm.
the damn Kansas City Chiefs. Oh, Texas, they're the greatest team this year. Oh, Texas is going to run the table. We may be looking at a 16-0 team. It's
Hmm.
Texas and everybody else in the SEC. That's all we heard. And this morning, like I said, game day has become a joke. Let me say it again. College game day has become nothing but a circus clown show. And I am so glad that I took my brother's advice to go head to head and just start doing morning shows, kickoff morning shows on Saturday because
Yep.
originally we were doing shows on Saturday evenings. I mean, like early Saturday afternoon after game day. We would go live after game day, like around 12, and do lives while the 12 games were being played. And then
Mhm.
a post game show. We never went live around the 9, 10 a.m. hour, because game day was huge back then. Game day has become a joke. Nothing but a joke.
Yep.
Biased opinions. You got a bunch of clowns up there on the damn panel that don't know a damn thing about football. Ain't never played the game of football. The only one that knows what the hell they're talking about is Nick Saban. Desmond played the game of football, but he don't know nothing about X's and
Yep.
O's. He know how to catch and pose and catch. Kirk Herbstreit was a backup. He was a backup for Ohio State. Never made it to the NFL. Pat McAfee is a wrestler and an entertainer,
Hey, only thing he was a damn kicker. That's it.
and he wasn't
He
good
don't
at
know
that.
nobody.
He wasn't good at
Now
that.
you. No, I will have to say, hey, that man knew how to drop it in within the between the five and the two. Won't take that away from him, but his
Yeah,
antics
well, hell,
is the
I mean,
way.
if you work hard enough, you can get out there and punt the damn ball, bro. Come on. If you trained and worked hard enough and went and worked, you could
Hey,
go out there and do the same damn thing. Punting and all you doing is kicking the damn football.
hey, listen. The thing I was going to say was I watched I watched game day, watched their picks. I watched I watched every the different college the college game day from the Big 12, the Big 10, all of them, and everybody picked Texas.
Everybody picked Texas.
Everybody picked Texas.
Everybody picked Texas.
But the bad thing about it was, bro, and I'm gonna tell you this, and this is where they didn't. They kept saying it. Everybody kept saying it. Texas has not been tested, and Texas have not seen a defense like Georgia. But we're gonna pick
Yep.
Texas anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But,
That
but
that
you know
that
what?
that makes me like, why would you say that and then turn around and pick the team that hasn't been tested yet?
And they was, but the funny thing about it, Sniper, they were acting like the win against Oklahoma was the greatest thing since sliced bread. This the same Oklahoma that Auburn dropped like 20 points on in the first half. This is the same Oklahoma team that Tennessee dominated. But
Exactly.
you want to crown Texas the kings of the South, the kings of the SEC based on beating a soft, one-dimensional Michigan team. And I told, just like I told that clown Kangaroo Black. And Kangaroo Black, I know you goes watching. And I told you, clown. I
Oh,
told you,
he
clown.
said right. Hey, he's sad right now. He's sad right now, bro. He's sad
I
right now.
don't care. I'm gonna troll.
Nope.
I'm gonna troll him some more. I'm just happy for my dogs tonight, and I'm basking in the glory of my dog's victory. But KB, I will be trolling you soon. But I told you, clown. I told you. Listen to me real good. I told you Michigan will have 3 losses before the month of November. They got
But I'm
3
gonna tell you this
losses.
right
I
here.
told you. I told you Michigan will have. Will end up with 4 or 5 losses. I can give you one guarantee that they're gonna have a loss that they no, they're gonna finish with 5 losses. They're gonna lose to Oregon and they're gonna lose to Ohio State. Guaranteed.
Mm.
I said,
And I
everybody
and I
was
second
Google.
that.
Everybody was Googling and gaga over Texas. Oh, they went to Ann Arbor and they dominated Michigan. And I told everybody this team will lose 4 to 5 games this season. They are not the same. They are not the same. They don't have a damn quarterback. Their running game is suspect. They will not be able to run the ball on a legit defense. And they have no passing game. All 3 of their
And they just
quarterbacks on
lost
the
their whole
roster
lot.
are garbage. Go ahead, man. What you
And they
saying?
just lost their defensive their cornerback for the year.
Exactly.
Yep. I'm gonna tell you
Will
this right
Johnson,
here. Yep. I'm
man,
gonna tell you this right
he
here.
was gonna opt out anyway.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Get ready for the
Yeah.
NFL.
Hey. Yeah. I'm gonna say this right here. See, I ain't had no expectation for my team. You know what I'm saying? I just want them to get together and win because I know what the team is. But Alabama? What about Indiana? Who saw Indiana coming?
Look. In the words of Sniper, pump your brakes. Pump your brakes.
No, you need to be talking about Purdue 0.
Because I want to see them against one of the big boys. I want to see them against Penn State. I want to see them against Ohio State. I want to see them against Oregon. Hell, I would like to see them against Illinois. I give Illinois more stock than Indiana, to be honest with you, because Illinois went to Happy Valley and took Penn State to the limit. Penn State was lucky to get out of there with a win. Illinois, honestly, should be undefeated right now. Indiana ain't
Mm-hmm.
been tested yet. Pump your brakes on Indiana. Pump it. Don't buy no stock on them, bro. Got no stock on them. Mm-mm.
So my question here's the question, and my favorite question. Besides your home team,
Wait, I'll tell you this right here. Don't buy no stock in Illinois either.
wait,
No,
hold on, Negro, do you not
Illinois done
hear me?
been tested, bro. I know
go
what
ahead.
they can do. They beat Nebraska. They dominated Nebraska,
No,
and
they
they,
haven't. They're
huh?
gonna be tested next week. Hey,
Ho-
they're gonna be tested next week.
They
Illinois
was
gonna be tested next week.
what I'm trying to tell you is,
They gotta
brother.
go to Eugene.
Hold up. They were tested when they went to Happy Valley and they outplayed Penn State. Penn State was lucky to win that game. Penn State escaped narrowly, narrowly. Illinois
Mm-hmm.
dominated that game. Most of the game, they just, couple of ball bounced a little funny, and Penn State pulled it out. But go ahead, Sniper. We didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead, man.
No, hey, real quick. Out of all the games you watched today, what was your most impressive win besides your home team? I know, hey, I would say Georgia off the rip. Starting what you knew, what's your most impressive game you saw? That the best win you saw?
BYU whooped the heck out of them. Oklahoma and oh no, hold on.
That was
Hold on.
last
Let me
night,
go
baby.
back.
You
Let me
said
go back.
today. Today.
Let me go back. I'm talking about yesterday with Purdue in Oregon, 0 to 35. That's horrible. That's gonna be my game
That
right
that
there.
was impressive. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, that
that's
was, because that could have been a trap game. So
mm,
that's a good one. That's a
It
good
could have
zip,
one.
been
That's a good one.
zip. That's crazy.
Mm.
Zip.
which what you got? What you got? D True.
You go ahead. I'm still looking.
Chat,
Shit,
y'all answer the.
it's so many games where I'm like, dog. So many games because I looked at when watching all. I was just going channel service watching all the games, even the one we didn't pick. So I'm going ahead and tell you.
I got two. Go ahead, Amanda.
Um, I like what LSU did. They went into a hostile environment where it's hard to win. That they went into Little Rock and they won that game. They handled
Mm.
Arkansas, and I was surprised that they handled them. So I ain't gonna say easy, but they pretty much dominated. They controlled. They imposed their will on Arkansas, despite being hit within. They doing all of this without Harold Perkins. You gotta remember, man,
Mm-hmm.
their defense is playing this elite without Harold Perkins. That offense, that ground game is doing all of this without John Emery Jr. So I was impressed by what LSU did. Um, you got to give it up to Tennessee. That offense stood up today. The offense has been sleep the last couple of weeks, man, but that offense stood on business today against that Tide defense.
Mm-hmm.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Agree.
I see you. I see what you
Hey.
did there.
I agree.
I,
But but
But I'm
but
I see
but
saying
what
that
you did.
Oregon thing,
Yeah.
that Oregon game, man, that right there for any other team, that could have been a potential trap game. So that was a good pick by or Oregon, going to Purdue and doing that on a Friday night, man, on a
Mm-mm.
short week, which
short week.
makes it even more impressive.
Yeah.
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 I'm gonna say this right here. My impression with was Tennessee, considering they don't have that defensive back like some schools do. And on that last drive that Alabama had, for that linebacker to pick up that interception to seal the game, man, man, that right there was top notch. And I'm gonna have to go Miami Louisville game. That was an impressive win back and forth. And I see if somebody in the ACC got a defense that could stop Miami, because I see Miami defense, they could stop Louisville. And they escaped by the skin of their team, but they won. And that was impressive. Me, like I said, teams do not have to blow teams out to be impressive. Can you win big games? that is close. That what impresses me. And Miami did it, and Tennessee did it. Close game. They pulled it out.
I'm a real quick. And this is not pushback, but this is just my opinion. When Tennessee again, when Tennessee plays a team, just like what you said about Miami, plays a team with a defense, I don't think they scoring points. I think because in where they play somebody with an offense, a real offense, or you got a team that is consistent on both sides of the ball, you're going to beat Tennessee. Right now, Alabama and Tennessee look like they play a team out. They look like a team from the West, can score,
Hmm.
throw the ball all over the field, but can't stop a doggone a Cole. My two impressive wins today, and I'm gonna stick with my military folks. Good gracious, Army and Navy. I think it's going to go down to the Army Navy game to see who's going to come out undefeated. Both of them put up mad points. Navy had their first, or Army did one passing touchdown and 5 rushing touchdowns. They're not doing it from the wing T like they usually do. And Navy just put a whooping on North Texas. I'm just proud of my military boys.
And
I,
answer
I have a
that,
question.
to that sniper for you know that's the question. When the Army
Yeah,
Navy game played in November, that would not have no effect on no conference championship or the playoffs.
I never
Huh?
answered that.
Why you say
I
that?
Now,
never asked that question.
I'm gonna let people know that just in case they think, oh, Army Navy play and what I'm losing is, you know what I'm saying? That is not gonna have no effect on that.
Both of them are not getting in the playoffs. The winner is going to be the only one that get in, bro.
I have a question
They are
for
not going to
Sniper.
put the loser and the winner of that game both in the playoff. Only one is going to go, and they're going to take the winner. Go ahead, you know.
Mm. No, the question I have is nothing to do with the games that we've been looking at, but Army and Navy, have they played each other?
Now they don't play
That's
No,
till
they
the
like the
They
I think
won't? Oh, okay.
no no
I was
no
just
they
wondering on who you
no
think
slow
would
down
win.
slow down. They don't play each other till the first Saturday in December, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so they
yes,
do
sir.
play each other.
Yeah, but
they
they
play
haven't
each other every
played
year.
yet.
Every year.
Yeah, they play every
Every
Okay,
year.
year.
so who do you think is going to win, Sniper?
Well, I always pick Navy to win.
Okay, okay.
I'm always
I
driving
always pick
Army.
Navy.
See, I always pick Army. And I think they're gonna be a good deal. But hey, Mondo. But like I
Mhm.
said, when it said don't have no effect on the playoff, no matter who wins or lose that ball game. Hey, that ain't what I said. That's what they saying. So don't be surprised both teams slide in that mug.
Man, please, that ain't
Nah,
happening. That
Don't be
ain't.
that,
surprised now. Hey, look here. You know how these folks is. You got two military teams looking good. What would look good for the playoffs to them?
That ain't happening though.
Hey,
That
okay.
ain't happening. One
Hey.
will get in. One will get in. Both are not gonna get in.
well,
All
Uh,
right.
all right, so
their
Dietrich,
part.
you looked at our numbers yet? How are we looking now? Are we looking any better or what's going on here?
Well, Mondo went 65. You went Sniper went 74. You went 83. I went 65 today.
Yeah, you knew one. You knew
What?
one.
She came back on me. She came back
That's
on me.
right. That's right. I told you I would. I told you.
I missed out on the Colorado pick, fooling
Mm-hmm.
fooling with Auburn, and who else? Yeah,
Kentucky.
and fooling with Bama and fooling with that Kentucky. I ain't fooling with Kentucky. Oh, I'm done with Kentucky.
But I tell you though,
I, that
next week,
Colorado game screwed me up.
Yep.
I did not expect Colorado to come out firing like they did. So,
That
hey, I would like to apologize to the Buffalo Nation. Uh, I have not. I haven't picked you to win the game. Haven't picked you to win yet. That might change next week. Damn it, because y'all are making a lie of me.
But
Um,
sniper, we're not choosing this week. Is you new by herself?
By myself. Oh, sniper fell off.
Yeah, it's
There you
her
go.
by herself. She's 15 game behind us
He's downstairs.
right now. Right now, Armando, you 54 and 46. Sniper at 53 and 47. You knew at 49 and 36 for right now. All depends on the 15 games she got to choose next week. I'm
Mm,
53 and 47.
okay, I'm about to wipe you guys off.
so Amando's in first place. I'm in second place.
Now, make you time for second. We want,
Me and you
hey, we're
tied for
half a game
second.
behind him.
And I'm
Maybe you're
last.
half a game behind him. Mm-hmm.
And the
But
only reason why you like because you missed a game.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
missed a series.
that doggone Wi-Fi got on my last nerve.
You could have put
Hey,
your answers in
hey,
the chat.
go ahead, Snipe.
What was the worst loss of the day?
the worst loss of the day.
Whoo.
Oh man.
You got a bunch of
You.
them.
I mean,
You
I mean, that'll take all night go through a bunch of them, man. Just give them your worst.
your worst.
The worst loss of the night would be let's see. Would be oh boy, that is shit.
Purdue lost 0. That's the worst.
Today. Salute to you, Jay.
Today,
Today.
today
Today. And when you stuck on
Today.
Purdue and Oregon, man, it's Saturday night. Well, it's officially Sunday
is
morning.
Saturday.
Okay, the worst would have been Indiana and Nebraska because they got 7-56. That was a horrible loss.
I can't argue with that one right there. I cannot argue with that one right there.
I second that motion.
But
I second that motion.
I
Nebraska
do
got
too.
the brakes beat off of them today. They got the brakes beat. I don't think it's no other team that got where Oklahoma could come slightly, but we know what South Carolina working with. When South Carolina, when they turn that light switch on, they can do that to just about anybody.
The next one close down is Navy versus Charlotte, 51-17. Then Army beats some. Well, they won by 17, but that's the next closer one. You know what I'm saying? That's the. But I'll tell you what was worse when you get beat at home by Oklahoma by South Carolina at home like that.
Well, I
That hurt
mean,
worse.
well, the
That hurt
thing
worse.
is, yeah, but the thing is, Oklahoma's one dimensional, and South
Yeah,
Carolina is better than what their record states. South Carolina, you gotta besides the Ole Miss game. Ole Miss is the only team that really actually beat them. I mean, beat them decisively. But everybody else, the other two games they lost, they were nail biters. It was a nail biter to LSU, it was a nail biter to Bama. Came down to the last play against LSU, came down to the last play against Bama. South Carolina could easily be 6-1 right now.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just
It's,
saying.
it's a whole lot of team that could be. Yeah, it's a whole lot of team that could be uh undefeated 6-1 or 5-2. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So this year it's coming down to the. We can see what Texas look here. Texas the pressure. We see how Georgia works under pressure without
Mhm.
adversity, and we see how Miami handled the pressure against Louisville,
Mhm.
and that gonna bodes well for getting into the playoffs. Going down the line, you know what I'm saying? So hey, I don't know about y'all ladies and gentlemen up here. I love where the season going because it's very interesting.
Well,
My
I will say this: Miami gonna be a problem. I'm sold on Miami after today. They are a problem.
What about the
mhm.
They're a problem.
defense?
Hmm?
What about that defense? What about that defense?
Look, you know who that Miami team remind me of, man. I'm
What?
gonna tell you who that Miami team remind me of. Your 2013 Auburn Tiger team, because y'all were giving up plays on offense. Y'all were giving up deep balls. Y'all, and you remember now, y'all were winning games like 45 to 41, 38, 37, 38, 35. Y'all were winning games. Y'all were winning shootouts that year. Even the Rose Bowl game, the BCS championship game with Florida State, that turned into a shootout. But that I will say this, y'all played the best defense in that BCS championship game. The rest of the season, the other games, including that SEC championship game, man, that defense was getting shredded, especially that secondary. That secondary was getting shredded. But I say that to say this: y'all was so elite on offense. Y'all had so much firepower on offense, bro. It didn't even matter. The goal was to just outscore the other team, and that's the problem that everybody gonna have when they face Miami sniper. Even though you may be able to put up points on their defense, but their offense, man, that damn offense is damn near unstoppable, bro. Cam
That
Ward is the closest thing to Cam Newton that I done seen since Cam Newton.
he is, and just like I've been giving his flowers all year long. The
Mm-hmm.
most relaxed quarterback I ever seen in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Even when he runs, even when he escapes the pocket, it looks like he just glides.
Mm-hmm.
Before we go back into them, I want to give. I never did give my worst loss. Um, it would have to be the SMU beating the Jesus out of Stanford, 40-10.
Mm. And so you try to get back on that horse, ain't they?
Yeah, they got on their horse and they stampeded whatever the little weed tree that they be walking around
Mm.
on.
Mm.
But that's the worst loss, other than the number one team in the nation getting their ass handed to them. Sorry for cussing, but I had to say it. They got their butts handed to them. But yeah, but Cam Ward, he is just smooth and he delivers the ball, and he answers some questions that you had about him earlier about he holds the ball too long and he don't have a fast release. He got rid of that ball kind of quick today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
And yep.
he did, but I just like his play, man. He just so smooth. He's just such a pimp in playing in the uniform. You know what I'm saying? He just so smooth.
He is
if I want
they are really doing a great job developing that kid. His game has went to another level compared to his days at Washington State. Compared to
Yeah.
now, that kid is on another level, sniper. He's on another
yeah, yeah.
level. First round, guaranteed slam dunk first rounder, and whatever general manager selects this kid or drafts this kid, he is going to turn that franchise around completely. He's gonna. I
So
mean, somebody's gonna get a good quarterback.
with that said, I'm
Mm-hmm.
going ahead and ask you this question today,
Mm-hmm.
and for today only, the
Mm-hmm.
19th of October.
Mm-hmm.
Is Clemson and Miami going to be a great game come ACC championship?
It's gonna be a good game. Not only is it gonna be a good game, before the last couple of weeks, I was almost convinced that Clemson would just boat race them or Clemson would, get them. I don't know, man. That Miami offense is unstoppable, man. Them running backs and that O line and them wideouts, man. They are unstoppable, man. They gonna be a problem in the playoffs. You're gonna have to you're gonna have to win in a shootout with them. Yeah, you will score on their defense, but trust and believe they gonna score. So when you play Miami, you better get ready to score or be prepared to score every time you touch the ball because they may be able to score every time they touch the damn ball.
But I'm gonna
That
say
is
this
true.
right here. Uh, Clemson's not guaranteed to make the go to the ACC championship game. They got Louisville next week
They
at
gonna beat.
home.
They'll beat Louisville.
Then they got
Yeah.
wait Louisville at home with Miami. Hey, they won't spoil somebody for it. Then they got South Carolina at the end of the year.
That doesn't count, bro.
Yeah. Well, if
The
let's
South
It
say
Carolina
does
game
count.
I can put them out of the ACC championship, bro.
if they
They gonna put them out
let's
of
just say
playoff.
hold up, did you? Let's just say hindsight if they did lose to South Carolina, which is possible. It could happen. Like 2 years ago, it kept them out, it knocked them out of the playoffs because it was only four teams. This year, it would not phase them at all. They would still be able to go to Charlotte. Their playoff hopes ride on Charlotte. And I stand by what I said last week. I don't see two ACC teams getting in it unless Clemson beats Miami. Clemson beats Miami, they'll both get in. If Miami beat Clemson, Clemson ain't getting in. They ain't getting in.
Mm.
They done.
But you know what?
What
You
what
know
is
what,
your
fellas? Mm.
what's
Go
the
ahead,
And
Deidre.
Clemson got to play
The
Pitt.
wheels.
Pitt is undefeated in the ACC.
For now, until they
Yeah,
see
yeah,
Clemson.
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that's what I'm saying. And SAU don't have to play neither one of those, Miami or Clemson.
Yeah, that's another factor there. That's but remember, Clemson is undefeated in the ACC. Miami is undefeated in the ACC. And if what you're saying is true, well, you said
SMU is
Pitt
SMU.
undefeated
is
in the
undefeated.
ACC.
Okay,
Hey,
so if
go
SMU
ahead.
remains, hold up, slow down. If SMU remains undefeated, Clemson remains undefeated, Miami remains undefeated. What's going to happen is, like I said this morning, it's going to come down to a coin toss. Miami would probably get the automatic bid to Charlotte, and then Clemson and SMU would do a coin flip.
Or
Hold
Pitt.
on. Not so fast, my friend. Not so fast. Not so fast. Only way gonna come down to a coin flip between Miami and it come down to a coin flip. Clemson and Miami got one common opponent.
And who was
That's
that?
Florida State. Florida State.
Okay, so if they both beat Florida State, which 9 times out of 10 they both will beat Florida State, it's
Should.
going to come down to a coin flip. Miami is
Mhm.
not beating neither one of those teams. I mean, Florida State is not beating Miami. And who's the other team you said?
Clemson already beat Florida State.
Okay, so Clemson already beat Florida State. What make you think Miami gonna beat Florida? What make you think Florida State gonna beat Miami? That ain't happening.
Hey, look, Florida State don't have nothing to lose. What they got to lose?
The game because they don't have
No.
the talent to beat Miami.
Look, I'm gonna ask you the question. Miami playing for something, right? They play for something. They play to get in the playoff, play to get the ACC championship game. Florida State come to play loose, right? Florida State really don't have nothing to really play for.
They didn't have nothing. They didn't have
Can
nothing to
I
play for.
answer that question?
They didn't have nothing to play for Friday night either, and they got their ass whooped.
Yeah,
what they got to do with the
but
with,
but
with
hey,
the
but
price
you,
of tea
you
in
fail to
China?
realize, hey, hold on. Florida State, you fail to realize Florida State and Miami is a rival.
man, they
That's a
I
whole different ball game.
understand.
That's a whole different
I
ball
understand
game.
what you're
You know
saying,
what I'm
but they
saying?
on
That's a whole different scenario right there.
hold on, brother. This ain't 1987. Okay, when they were on the same level, when you had Michael Irvin and you had Dion on the other side, it ain't like that. It ain't like that anymore in real life. Florida State is garbage. Florida State is
Mhm.
garbage. Miami is up here. Miami is one of the elite teams in the nation. The only way that would happen, bro, if Miami just start getting hit with all kinds of injuries, like some happen to Cam Ward, God forbid, and some happen to a couple of those linemen, and some happen to a couple of those. A lot got to happen, bro, for Florida State to have a chance in hell to beat Miami.
And the lights don't come on. They forgot to give them water. Um,
Or put some in
I
their
don't know
water.
what. Yeah, they put some. They put some sleeping pills, some melatonin in their water. Uh, I don't know I don't know why
Y'all
you
laughing
brought
right
that.
now.
Oh, hey, hold on,
Hey,
bruh.
You going off
You
a
just had to wait
hypothetical,
till.
bro. I go off an
no,
Yeah,
analytical.
they play next week. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
They play they
Miami.
play they play next week,
Wait,
and I'm telling you, bro, you going off a hypothetical. Yeah. Um
matter of
it-
fact, next week you pick Florida State to win. I want you to do that, okay?
but we ain't
I
picking
will.
next week.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
ain't,
I
we
can't pick
ain't
next
picking
week because
next week.
it's all you new picks. Y'all new pick got to pick
Yeah,
this week.
yeah, next week is all about you new.
Yes, sniper,
Cause
it's all about me.
yeah,
Oh,
cause
I
you never know what happened in
forgot.
college
I'm sorry,
football.
Queen. I'm sorry, Queen. I forgot that next week was about you. I'm sorry. But you know what? I put forth that I want D True to say that Florida State's going to win next week against Miami. I
I'm
want
good at picking upset. I am good at picking upset. And don't be. Hey, I don't want to hear. Nah, bro, I don't want to hear that. Cause I'm
Well,
looking at the fact. I'm
bro,
looking at the fact. I'm looking at the fact. Everybody know how. Cam won
Sniper
this year,
picked the upset of the
but
year.
Miami don't gave us too many damn points.
Sniper
I ain't
picked
not.
sniper,
I'm not sold on their defense. I'm not
sniper
sold on their defense.
bro, and I don't see what I don't who sold on Florida State defense.
Hey, hey,
I could
who
put
I can
who
say I'm
is
sold on their defense either.
hey
But
hey
I'm
I could
calling
put
it's
hey
Miami.
I could put Grayson out on the field, and Grayson could score on that Florida State defense, bro.
hey
So
the
you
echoes
say
coming through
so
your
I would
D True.
say the Florida State Miami game gonna be a blowout.
I think it will.
What?
I think it will.
I don't think it will. I don't think it will though. I don't think it will.
What? Wait. Because there's an echo coming through D True's
Yeah, you got
microphone.
an echo, man. You got
What did
some,
he say?
and it
What
just
question?
started,
What?
so it ain't got nothing to do with the platform. It just started on your end.
No, because I ain't
What did
did
he
nothing.
ask?
Something. It just didn't occur out magically out of thin air. Something you got. It's
Yes,
something
it
is open. Something
because
else is open.
I haven't moved. I haven't moved.
Well, hey, regardless if you haven't moved or not, the echo's coming through your doggone mic. Fix it.
What
Say something.
I haven't moved. Cause I'm still in the same spot I've been in. I ain't even moved.
Okay.
I ain't even moved my
Never mind.
device.
Hey, listen. It doesn't matter if it doesn't matter if you moved or if you sneezed or or whatever. But I can hear myself echo
we
through your mic.
yeah, we just had to go speak one at a time, just like the other night when we was on MU panel, and that person's mic was pulsating, so we just have to mute up when one person talking.
Well, don't talk all at one time.
But all I'm saying, You can't count no team out. We know what we always say: any given Saturday, anything can happen.
I'm not I'm
That
not
all.
counting I'm not counting any team out. I'm just stating from my eye test. From my eye test. Okay. I don't see now. I could be wrong. It could happen. Anything can happen. But I wouldn't put a dime on Florida State beating Miami. I wouldn't put a dime on that. I wouldn't put a penny on that. Mm-mm.
I put it to you like this: I picked Miami to go all the way, so I definitely wouldn't pick Florida State. And it is week 8. The truth, it is week 8. I haven't seen no improvement from Florida State from week 1 or week 0 to week 8.
They they
What makes you?
they've gotten worse. They've gotten worse. And let's address the elephant in the room. And I'm surprised no one has brought this up, you or D True. But I'm gonna go ahead and bring it on up. I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all about the gun line.
Tell us about the gun line, boss.
Okay. In Boulder, Colorado, you're gonna have 3 departures in May of 2025. Shiloh Sanders, Shadur Sanders, Travis Hunter. Oh yeah, the Horn kid will be graduating as well. So therefore, Coach Prime, Mr. Primes, his contract will be up, and therefore he'll be free to explore or go where he originally wanted to go, and that was to go back home and coach and have a chance to coach his alma mater. Florida State fans are already talking. They're already talking, bro. I think Norvell is on his way out. I think I think the nail in his coffin is going to be when Florida embarrasses Florida State in the season finale. That's going to be the nail in the coffin. That's going to be the hot seat bowl. Florida State versus Florida. Bill Napier, Mike Norvell, the loser, out of here. They're going to get Norvell up out of Tallahassee. And what they going to do? Coach Prime, we got $10 million a year on the table for you. You want to come on down here to Tallahassee and coach the Seminoles? That's his dream job. That's his dream job. Remember, he sat down on the NFL Network several years ago and said that's his dream job, to go back home and coach at Florida State and be the head coach. And I'm gonna tell you something: if he gets his hands on that job, if he becomes the head coach at Florida State, Miami, Florida, UCF, and even Kirby might want to look out. That South Georgia area is going to be up for grabs. Because the one thing we know about Prime, he can recruit his ass off.
But Ken,
Just something to think about now.
now
Shallow leaving, Shadur leaving, Travis Hunter leaving, and the Horn kid is leaving.
And this is the thing.
now, now,
This is another thing I was say right here. How many of them players going to transfer out there and follow him to Florida State if we do go to Florida State next year?
Ain't nobody leaving, bro.
ain't nobody.
Ain't nobody
No, I
leaving,
don't
man.
think. Now here's my what I've been reading, because we had this discussion a couple of weeks ago. And I started doing some research because we was talking about SMU. He can go to SMU and coach there. He can go any place he want to go. But like you said, his dream job is Florida State.
Mm-hmm.
But little birdie on as I was reading, somebody asked him that question, and I know you'll play a blind eye to the question that give a general generic answer, but the AD of Colorado basically state they're giving whatever they want, whatever he wants to stay in Colorado. I think this is going to be a one of those who gives more to go where, to stay or to go. He's all
Well,
hey.
that 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 all sounds good, man. But we got to remember, man, Prime ain't here for no money. Prime ain't here for no money. The man. Okay, it's just like this. Okay, remember, South Carolina originally offered Kirby more money than we did, but Kirby's dream job was to come to Athens. They were ready to break the bank up in Columbia for Kirby, but his dream job was coming home to Athens, where him and his wife attended school at and fell in love on the campus and everything with each other. He wanted to come back home and deliver some national titles to his alma mater. And that's what Dion want to do. Dion looked at Bobby Bowden as a father figure. He idolized Bobby Bowden. Dion done everything there is to do. One of the greatest athletes of all time. But it's just one more mission that man wants to accomplish. He wants to go back home and bring a national title to Florida State.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're
And
saying.
I don't think it's no amount of money that Colorado can put on the table to keep him there if that job in Tallahassee becomes available.
That's one thing we will see.
But you never know. Who knows? Uh, Dietrich's lofty prediction could be right, and Florida State could upset Miami, or Florida State could catch Miami slipping next week. You know, stranger things have happened, man. Look, Vandy in Alabama. That was strange.
Speaking about Vandy,
They won
Vandy,
again.
Vandy, Vandy had a hard time with Ball State
They
today.
played with their food. They played with their food
They were
today.
playing with their food.
They were playing with their food today. They getting pats on the back. Them guys walking around heroes on campus. you know, they getting all that preferential treatment up there in Nashville. Come on, man.
Mm.
They didn't come in with that same intensity that they had for Kentucky and Bama. But I'm gonna tell you who better watch out. Texas. All you Longhorn fans, listen to me real good. You better watch out for Vandy. You better watch out for Vandy. That spells trap game. That has trap game written all over it.
Well, they got a rough road. Texas got a rough road.
They got a rough.
Got to go to Nashville.
Huh?
Got to go to Nashville. They got to go to Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
Got to play Florida. Got to play Arkansas in Little Rock. Then got to play Kentucky at home. Then they got to go Texas A&M. It do not get no easy for Texas, do it?
Nope.
How would you like to have that schedule?
They'll be all right. They better tighten up that secondary, bro. They better tighten up that secondary, and that old line ain't all what it was advertised to be. Because man, we were in that backfield all night. We were in that backfield all night, man, all night.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm say this, and I'm gonna say it Tuesday on Warriors Zone. Auburn fans, we might be looking at two more losses the next 2 weeks
To
if we
who?
don't straighten up that the fourth quarter woes that they got going on.
Yeah, they slipping. They slipping.
Man, something is open. Something is open, bro. On your end, because the echoing bad, bro.
Uh, I'm gonna go get me some sleep. Cause you know what time you already know what tomorrow is. Time work day.
Yeah, hey man, who's your next two games?
Good night.
We got hold on tell you we got hold on. We got Kentucky, we got Vandy. We got Kentucky in Kentucky, we got Vanderbilt in
Ooh-wee. Mm-hmm. No, bro. He free might be on the hot seat, bro. For the NFC. He free might mess around be on that hot
yeah.
seat.
I think he feels a whole lot safer than the two down in Florida than the two down in Florida.
Oh yeah, man. They seats
Man, Lucy
they
next to
they
you.
on them
Yeah.
infernos, bro. Them seats ain't hot, they infernos, bro. They sizzling.
Had they been how long they been there? Over 3 years?
Napier 3 years. Norvell. If I'm not mistaken, I think Norvell has been there since 19. This is Norvell's fifth season. No, I'm sorry, sixth season. Norvell been there 6 years. Hmm. Yep. Yep. Some got to give with them, man.
I'm gonna say this right here, then I'm gonna drop down.
Hmm.
One, this Houston's second year. Next year, I am not cutting no slack next year. I am not cutting no slack next year. Third year, we gotta be doing better. Next year, I ain't cutting no slack. Hey, you already know. You already know I ain't finna cut him no slack. I ain't cutting you for you no slack. Or the players, or the AD. So it is what it is. Peace.
Good night.
All right, man. Get you some rest, brother. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a teachable moment. And what did we learn today? When you disrespect the dogs, you get that dog treatment in the worst way. The media disrespected my dogs all week. The just utter disrespect. Sports Center, Paul Feinbaum, Heather Dinich, Laura, what's the name? Not Laura. How about to say Laura Ingram? Laura Rutledge, uh, uh, Roman Harper. It just Have some backbone, like David Pollard did. Quit letting them clowns sit up there and disrespect the University of Georgia.
Let me tell you something. We used to this. We are used to this. When we was winning, or the year that we won our first national championship, who they kept talking about? Bama,
Bama,
Bama, Bama,
Bama,
Bama.
Bama, and Ohio State. And then when
Mm-hmm.
Michigan beat Ohio State, they guaranteed the same way they disrespected us this week. The whole panel was picking Michigan to beat us in that Orange Bowl. Nobody gave us a chance to win that Orange Bowl.
I'm gonna tell you this though, Armando. The one person I respect off that game day panel is Coach Lee Corso, because if he had when he don't pick us, damn near majority of times we win.
But in 21, he picked us every time they came to game day. He picked us, and we
Mm-hmm.
won
But his history. Oh, and let me go ahead and
under
say
Mark
this.
Rick. Under Mark Rick, that was the
Yeah,
Rick years. During the Rick years.
I want to go ahead and say this. Congratulations to Kirby Smart with his 100th win. He is 3-1 when he plays against the number one team uh, in the nation. That's a little facts for you all. But hey, congratulations on your 100th win.
Shout
Is
out to
this the
Kirby Smart.
signature win? Is this the signature win you've been waiting for this year?
That's it. That's it. That is it right there. That's their signature win. That's a signature win. That's it.
And the way they did it made it even better.
In dominating fashion. Now, do we need to clean up the turnovers? Yes. The
Yes.
penalties, the boneheaded penalties, yes. But for even with all of that, we had we had a terrible night when it came to penalties. We had you know, Carson Beck was kind of off, but when it was time, when his back was against the wall on that goal line play, when he just threw that missile down the field to Arian Smith, he stood
Yeah.
up. He stood. That was a clutch moment.
Mm-hmm. And for the most part, he was clean.
Hmm.
Hey, congratulate. Hey, respect to their offensive line. He was clean that whole game.
He
Now,
didn't get
hey,
he
I
didn't get
saw.
sacked not one time. Not one time.
Yeah, no.
Better
Um,
coaches. I mean, referees definitely. They need better referees.
yeah, I don't know if they were SEC referees at all because they were
Man, them
horrible.
crooked SEC referees. Yes, that's who it was. Them crooked SEC referees.
I know that. Oh, excuse me. But again, we know about the disrespect, Armando. 225 girl. I just I just noticed that the big Texas fan that came on your panel earlier did not show up today.
Oh, Russell Red and
Yeah, they didn't show up.
Teron Black. They hide. They hide. They hide. I want to see Russell Red for a minute.
What's the other dude name? William something something William something.
He was an Ohio State fan. He ain't no Texas.
No, he said he's a big Texas fan. If you go back and look at the chat, he said he's a big Texas fan.
Oh, okay. Well, he ain't gonna. That's what they do. When they lose, they disappear. They disappear when they lose. Now, one thing I will say. One thing I will say. Them Florida fans, they don't disappear. They gonna keep talking and talking and talking, even when they lose. They gonna keep talking. Salute
Mm-hmm.
to you, D. Santana. Salute to you, bro. Yeah, man, we taking this thing to another level over here, D.
Hello, D.
What up, D? Hey, now we going to bye week this week.
Mm-hmm.
What I need for Mister Kirby Smart to do, and if you can hear me, take this week and prepare for Florida.
Mm-hmm.
All right, they starting to make some noise, and they starting to start clicking. We need to prepare for Florida.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We're gonna be down Aguero and Dan Jackson for the I think it's the first half of
Yeah.
that game. Yeah, we'll be down. But those backups that came in tonight and finished that game off, them dudes, man, them dudes. Hey, man, I'm looking forward to watching them play on Saturdays. Them young boys came in.
And
They
took over.
came in and showed out, bro. For real, they came in and held it down.
Yeah.
Hey, my man almost had a come in. He come in and in his first play, he
Could
almost
have
had
been
a
a pick six.
one-handed interception. I was like, good gracious! And why
Mm-hmm.
are you 7-2 playing corner?
Mm-hmm. Yep. The future look bright, bro. And that big pickup in recruiting, Elijah Griffin. That
Mm-hmm.
D line is gonna be stacked next year. Remember, we pretty young. We pretty
Oh yeah,
young, man. Yeah, man. We gonna be stacked next year, man, on defense. We're gonna be hard to score on defense. Like I told everybody, man, this is our rebuilding year. If you was gonna get us, this was the year to get us. This was the year if you gonna get us. After this year, yeah, you already know.
yeah. But you know the bad thing about it, even though this is a rebuilding year,
Hmm.
we still got what it takes to fit to make this year a blessed year.
Hmm. Yeah,
We still got what it takes.
we
So
can.
hey, don't look at us and be like, and that's what I've been saying all year long. I hear what you be saying. I hear what everybody else be saying. But hey, listen, we like you said, we're young, but Kirby know how to do things with the young boys.
We control our own destiny. You
Yes,
know
sir.
what? Bama lost 2 games. Remember when Bama beat us? The narrative was Bama had to lose 2 in order for us to get the tiebreaker over them. So Bama's not a factor. We control our own destiny. We win out. We in Atlanta. We
But
are in Atlanta.
yeah, but hey, I'm still. Hey, look, I will take this this bye week. Hopefully, Broderick come back to take a little bit of weight off of ETN.
Hmm.
Um, Hall should be looking getting there. Hey, and you see, old boy, our center look like he. Hey, after this week, he might be coming back too.
Hmm.
Not
That
fair. Not
kid
fair. What's his name? Uh, the dude with the mullet.
Ratledge will be
Rattler.
back. Ratledge, I'm hearing Ratledge will be back for the Tennessee game. Now, here's the thing: the kid that's replacing Ratledge, that dude played lights out tonight. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
man, nobody got past him. I watched the replays. This kid was slinging his man around left and right, bro. Nobody got past him. So the question is, what do you do with this kid when Ratledge come back? Do you move him over to the left side and sit Ernest Green down?
Because he was getting cooked tonight.
In the first half, he was getting handled, but okay. I'm sorry. In the first quarter, he was getting handled, but in that second quarter, he stood up.
There was still some plays that
Yeah,
could have left Beck wide open.
yeah. But that dude he was going up against, man, that dude was a monster. That
Yeah,
that Joker is,
that is true.
yeah, that dude is a sure bet first rounder. That dude that Ernest Green was going up against.
That dude had a
You
wicked
you
first
don't see
step.
too many dudes that big, that agile, can move like that.
Right.
Yeah. So we're gonna get ready to get on up out of here, man. Get our last words in. We got tomorrow church day and NFL day. So we're gonna get our
Yeah.
last words in. Sniper, we're gonna start off with you, bro.
You keep doubting my boys, and you gonna get bit. You said that Texas was going to walk all over. The eyes of Texas are upon. No, you had your own eyes in the wrong places, and you got bit. Oh, Bevo punked out a couple years ago. My dogs came back with revenges.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think? Hey, some of those players wasn't there when they played Texas in that bowl game.
No, none of them players, man. All them
But
players,
but
nobody on the field was there. They all was in high school, in the ninth
yeah,
grade, probably.
but hey, this date was circled ever
Mm-hmm.
since that day. Y'all keep on messing around and disrespecting my dogs. Keep on. Yeah, we got issues just like everybody else, but you seen it was corrected tonight. How many explosive plays did Texas have?
None.
One, one, zero, maybe one, and a P, maybe a P, a possible. I'm gonna say it. Go dogs.
Well, it's been an interesting weekend of college football. Week 8, it was exposure week. Some teams got exposed, and the teams we found out who were contenders and who were the pretenders. Um, Couple of teams, they are like one game away from elimination. Bama, one more game away from elimination. That game in Baton Rouge is going to be huge. It is going to be huge. You are going to be playing for your playoff lives down in Baton Rouge, and I know that LSU Tiger fans want nothing more than to end your season like they did 2 years ago. So everybody get your popcorn ready for that one, because I can't
That's what's
wait.
going to happen. That's what's
I
going to happen.
can't wait. Yeah, I know. I know that's what's gonna happen. I know that's what's gonna happen. LSU is playing some good football right now. They're playing some good football right now. Miami, I'm sold. I am sold. I'm a believer. The U is back. At least in 2024, they're back. They're back this year, and they're
Yeah.
gonna be. They back this year. They are really back. That team is for real. That team is for real. Cam Ward is a problem, and I I must say he is. I can see him being in New York. Now I'm not saying that he's going to walk away with the Heisman Trophy, but I think he's going to be one of the 4 that's in New York, most definitely. But everyone, make sure you hit that like button, share this video, and if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe. We will be back next Friday for the Friday kickoff show. I'll be doing my dog calls. So y'all are wondering, why are you so relaxed? Why are you not really going in on Tide on Bama tonight? I'm gonna save all that for this week on the dog call. And I got a couple of people I'm gonna put in the dog house on Monday. So y'all stay tuned. But For the rest of my panel, D Truth, you new Sniper, thank you all for coming out, supporting the platform, and enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. Where it's officially Sunday morning. Enjoy the rest of your night. Be safe. Like I always say, take care of yourselves and each other. And one last thing. Who let the dogs out? Woo,
Woo,
woo, woo,
Woo,
woo,
woo,
woo.
woo,
Who
woo.
let the dogs out? Woo,
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 woo, woo, woo.
woo.
Horns down, baby. Go dogs.
Dogs.
Sick 'em.
Sick.
Go LSU. I can. Anyway, y'all.
Oh, hell no.
Man, I'll show you how to
Okay,
do the
cannot.
tiger walk. I gotta teach you how to do the tiger walk.
We
No,
beat
Mm,
y'all
I ain't gonna
butts.
do that.
All right. And
you sound like you constipated.
that's why you want to do it. I'm gonna have to put an app up when it's my turn. Anyway, thank you guys for coming through, and for those that's gonna be watching this later, y'all have a great evening. Y'all ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get up out of here. See ya. Bye.
Horns down, baby.
We definitely got to work on your growl. We
Horrible.
definitely got to work.
Horrible.
You might have to get like a sound effect.
That's what I think I'm gonna do. Yeah, that's what I have to do.